Good evening, YouTubers. It's been a couple of days. I'm taking an unexpected vacation. I had a family member of my wife pass away, so I wanted to come to you guys and make this video as far as in regards to apologetics. I've got the funeral coming up, and I'm not looking at it as far as a reason to try to battle anyone by any means whatsoever, because it's not the time and the place. But I know some of you guys may have that situation come up as far as being new in Torah. I know I am. I'm still, as far as just, I would say, barely even crawling at this point. So I'm nervous as far as to defend my faith. Even the other night, one of my wife's family members had asked, why do you wear that thing on your head, and why do you have little blue tassel things on your clothes, and which that was easy to go into, but I think there's a time and place for everything. So the two verses that of course were brought to my mind because of this was 1 Peter 3:15. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. Now I'm using the King James on my left and the NIV on the right. I don't have a problem with either. I know I used to be actually a heavy King James only proponent, and if you weren't using the King James version, you were using the Devil's Bible, but that's another video for another day. Whenever I know that we have the funeral, I know it's going to be another opportunity as far as to share Torah and to share God's Word and to comfort and to speak to people. But as far as new believers in Torah and Messiah, especially as far as coming out of the Christian church, I was very on fire apologetically, or as far as in apologetics, and defending in cults and against Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons and the Oneness Pentecostals and Scientology and atheists and all these different groups, which now I feel like a fish out of water that I'm having to relearn everything again. But the other thing that I was thinking of, as far, especially when I was speaking to a friend of mine at work the other day, was Colossians 4, 5, and 6, where it says, Colossians 4, 5, and 6. Be wise in the way that you act towards outsiders, and make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. But in the conversation that I had with my friend the other day, I noticed that as far as the more that he was trying to prove his point, which he's a full preterist, that the end of that age had come with the destruction of the temple in 70 AD. I'm still researching preterism because I'm not very familiar with that. The more that I noticed the conversation go on, it just seemed like he was getting madder and madder and madder because he wasn't able to change as far as my way of thinking. And I realized it's not my job to convert anyone. It's just my job to preach the gospel, quote unquote. So as far as to the new believers out there that are still getting your legs under you, if you don't know an answer, like with myself, don't be afraid to say, I don't know. My buddy still wants to have a conversation with me about all this, and I'm terrified because I feel like if I can't give an answer, that I'm failing, and I should really reevaluate what I believe if I can't be able to back it up. But it's not necessarily that. It's just that everybody is on different levels. Some, of course, you're going to have 15, 20 years. Some you're going to have 6 months. Like me, I'm still coming into it. But the point always in any and every situation is to be kind, humble, meek, in dealing with anybody. It's just like with any apologetic situation. I automatically think of Yeshua with the woman at the well, or as far as all the times that he was dealing with the Pharisees. He was mad as far as the hypocrisy of the Pharisees, and he was mad as far as the hypocrisy of the people, not as far as wanting to try to get the upper hand, like, right, you're wrong. He had a love for people. Whenever you speak with someone, make sure that you're doing it out of love, because if not, why are you doing it? So that's what I just wanted to say for today. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.